every athlete, if they can make as much money as they possibly can, they should. I don't argue that. You go after your money. You only have a certain amount of time in this league, certain many opportunities to be a multimillionaire. So if you have the chance to be a multimillionaire, you do whatever it takes to be that.
Definitely.
But I think the game is completely different, and I think I think a lot of an average NFL player plays 3 to 4 years in the NFL, and that's it. Their career is over. It's crazy how fast it comes and it goes. So what was it like for the first time to make your team, to be the final 56 or 53 of a team, and make that team and actually play a whole season on a team and get to know the players and travel and do all those things that every player just, the camaraderie that everybody loves when it comes to a locker room?
It was kind of new to me. Like I didn't know the whole 53 making the team and things like that when I came in. So that was kind of new to me, but it was dope. I mean, like my first year with the Dolphins was kind of crazy. I mean, our coach got fired I think week 3 or week 4. So we had a whole new, coach.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, we had Dan Campbell for the rest of the season from that good dude.
Crazy, I heard. He likes to.
His energy was live.
Yeah.
We used to have we used to have this little competition at the end of practice where it was probably most of the young guys and some older guys as well. We'd do one-on-ones.
I saw that. I saw that on the line. I saw that with the Lions. They do the same thing on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do one-on-ones, and we do the alley, or it's to go a safety.
Did he compete with you too? Because he competed with the Lions players too.
No, he would do I seen him doing up downs and stuff like that. He would do up downs, and he would run, and he would get out there and show I'm with y'all. So he's definitely an energy guy that you would want to run through a wall for sure. So I mean that's the same thing you see with the Lions. They play hard. They ain't finishing as good as they can, but they don't lack effort if you can see they just losing games, but they don't lack effort. They just out there just getting unenthused and okay, it's another Sunday. Let's go out here. They actually competing, Sometimes they just not the better team, but I mean, it was a long season. It was a dope season. There was a few adjustments for me traveling, going on the road. I think week 4 I started playing. The first couple of weeks I wasn't playing, but week 4 I started to play, started to get incorporated into the game. It was dope, man. I like the experience coming from playing wide receiver and going to cornerback, so I was an adjustment. But it was dope, though. It was a dope year. Besides, our coach getting fired and things like that, but I was introduced to the business part of what happens because I had the same coach in college and high school for the whole time.
Wow.
But then as soon as I got to the Dolphins, 3 weeks into it, our coach got fired. So I was like, oh shit. What's going on now? How this work? But so it was adjustments, just little things you can pick up on, little things you can learn from, and learning from the vets, and learning, how to take care of your body, take care of yourself, and things like that.
Was Brent Grimes on the Dolphins when your first year, or was he gone by then? Because I know he was there in 14. I don't remember if he was there in 15.
No, Brent was there. Brent was there. I played with Brent for a couple years.
Because we've had a lot of his ex-Falcons teammates on our show in the past too, and he says he's the funniest guy.
Oh no, Brent hilarious.
Yeah,
Brent hilarious, and also Brent. Shout out to Brent. Brent was one of the most athletic guys I've ever been around. And you probably wouldn't think that, but he was one of the most athletic guys. No stretching, nothing. It was wild to me. I'm bro, this you year 12 here. You don't be stretching and nothing. What you must stretch before you get here or something. You must be, I don't know, but one of the most athletic guys. I mean, I just seen him do some of the most acrobatic stuff in practice and in the game. And I'm just bro, how do you do that, bro? How did you know to do that? How did your body know to do that? So shout out to Brent. I've been around a lot of athletes, different type of players, basketball players, football players, track, soccer. Brent was one of the guys I look at and I'd be bro, he's definitely one of the most athletic guys I've been around.
Yeah, you mentioned him the way he stretched out for a smaller guy too. The year before you got to the Dolphins, he had an interception against the Lions that was insane. It was just like the Odell catch, on defense. It was insane. I never saw anything like that before, especially for a guy his size.
Jumped high as ever though, 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, he's not tall at all.
40 inch vertical. Like he's like dunking between his legs. I'm like, bro, what? Like I ain't even dunking between. I mean, I am, but I ain't even done. Sometimes.
And I think the receiver he was facing, it wasn't Calvin Johnson, but their number 2 receiver. I forget who it was at the time.
I think it was Calvin Johnson.
It was? Okay. Because I remember he was pretty
Calvin
big too. I'll look that up for sure. But yeah, it was a physical guy he was going up against too.
Nah. Brent good. Brent was a great wide receiver for sure. He played for a long time. Great teammate, funny guy, like had a meeting room laughing. But he also was a quiet guy too. But when he said something, it's like, bro, you hilarious. You probably need to talk more. But yeah, quiet dude though.
No, you're right. It was against Calvin Johnson. I just watched it again.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what it's like 60-pound size difference you got to be between those two. When he
one-on-one though,
yeah,
like
right.
one-on-one out there with
Megatron.
Megatron 6'6", what 6'6"?
Yeah, he was like 6'5", like 241 or something like that.
Which everybody says he's like a Polish. He's a little bit. He's such a nice guy. Calvin Johnson off the field is one of the nicest people. Everybody tells me that he is one of the down to earth people you'll ever meet. Good guy, very friendly, and he'll speak to anybody, have a conversation with anybody. That's what I heard. When I was in Miami to the Super Bowl, I didn't get a chance to meet him. He was there, and I was within 5 feet. Everybody was running to him, and I'm like, I'm not running to him. I mean, so, and I was listening to his conversation. He's such a nice person, Calvin Johnson. He really is. Down to earth, cool, collective guy. And then you have some crazy ones that I did meet. And it's so funny. I was telling everybody a story, and Tony, I don't know if you listened to the show. I was in Miami at the Super Bowl, and I was waiting.
Which one?
Chiefs 49ers.
Chiefs 49ers.
Okay.
And I'm standing outside waiting for my Uber, and I'm waiting, and then finally my Uber comes up. All of a sudden, there was a guy and his girlfriend standing right beside me. It was Christian McCaffrey, okay?
Okay.
So I'm looking over there, and I'm looking down. I'm like, I'm about to jump in. He's like, hey, I think that's my car. And I'm looking up. I'm like, no, that's my car. I look up. It's Christian McCaffrey and his girlfriend. I'm like, okay, it's your car.
It's your car now. Here you go.
He's like, no, you can come in with us. We'll take it together. And I jumped in the car with him, and the Uber driver took me to my car because it was all the way on the other side of Miami, and I had to walk all the way up there. And I'm sitting there, I'm like talking to him for like 3 minutes before they had to stop. They had to go to an event, so it was really funny. And I was like, no, it's your car. He's like, no, you can come with us. It was very funny. He started laughing.
He seemed like a cool dude. I've met him, but he seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah, he was
doing
really
his thing
cool
with the 49ers right now.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. And he could change that organization if they get into the playoffs. They're scary. By the way, my picks to go to Super Bowl, Speedy.
Buffalo and 49ers.
Buffalo and 49ers?
I picked it in the beginning of the year.
I like that.
Yes, I did.
I like that.
His logic at the time was Trey Lance was going to get benched and Jimmy G would go on their redemption tour. Instead, he gets hurt.
I mean, it's set up to be a nice story now. It's set up to definitely be a nice story like that. So
it would be. It would be a very good question. Hey, listen, I would like to be my Jets and the 49ers. That would be fun.
Maybe in a couple years. Maybe just let it marinate. Give it some time.
Well, next year, I believe next year is the year where I think the Jets are going to take it to that next level. I really do. I think they have some really good young players, and losing Breece Hall and Elijah Vera Tucker really did hurt them. Two possible Pro Bowl players, all pro. I think Elijah Vera Tucker is an all pro player, and to lose him the way they did in the same game in the same quarter, horrible thing to see that.
Yeah,
I mean, horrible. But before we let you go, man. As everybody knows, we're talking to ex-Dolphins and Giants cornerback Tony Lippett. And I definitely want to get you on the show again. You're cool. You're down to earth. You're a really cool guy. What are you doing right now that you're not playing football? Are you investing your time into, helping organizations? What are you doing?
Spending a lot of time with my family.
Okay.
I also like coaching and training guys. Basically training guys. I say training. People I didn't get asked to coach like high schools and things like that, but I don't really want to get into coaching like that right now. So, but I do like training guys, giving them the tools that I did have, and spending time with the family as well. I haven't had a lot of time to do that previous years, so been doing that. and focusing on the future and things like that. So
I'm happy, man.
yeah,
A player. I see your career, and just even playing as the time that you played. I mean, to experience the opportunity the way you experienced something that, not many people get an opportunity to experience, in the dreams that you had as a child, to step on an NFL football field and be compared to, you're playing for, there's how many teams in the NFL? 32?
32.
There's 32 NFL teams, and you're one of very few people to make a football team and play on a professional football team for 3 years, 4 years. It's incredible. And I don't care what anybody says. You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be Calvin Johnson. You don't have to be any of those. The fact that you had the opportunity to play and start on a football field explains it all. So
no, definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it all. I enjoyed all the experiences. You enjoy it a little bit more after you finish with it and things like that. But even in the midst of it, I enjoyed it. The times with my teammates, the time being on teams, traveling, training, winning games, even losing games.
You survived the two of the most hated people in New York football, Adam Gase and Eli Apple.
So, you talking about Adam Gase?
Well, they call him Crazy Eyes over here.
Adam Gase,
Crazy Eyes.
There you go.
So you know a lot about Adam Gase.
Oh yeah, we know.
Some Jets fans here don't they don't even want to say his name. That's how much they don't like him.
No, it's tough. It's tough to play in New York, though. I definitely tell you that. It's tough to play in New York. But
oh God, please.
Some great players have played through New York. That's where you can definitely create a legacy and enjoy the time there, winning and losing. So, but definitely you want to win in New York. So you lose, it's gonna be brutal. But it kind of makes some tough souls. Just kind of toughen you up a little bit.
Well, Tony, we really appreciate your time. I know you probably have family around you right now. Tell them I said hello. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate that.
And we will talk to you soon. I'll have Speedy reach out to you again. We'll definitely get you on the show again. We would love to.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. Just let me know, man. I'll tune in with y'all. Talk some sports, talk some life. It's all good with me.
Awesome, man. We really appreciate it.